realize the Junos is not the Junos for me unless we do an interview from either a Juno win or a nomination. How does it feel being down here, man? Congrats on the nomination.
I appreciate it, Rudy, very much. And you're right. I don't think it would be a celebration if you and I didn't have an opportunity to connect. And we've had so many great red carpets over the years. And I'm honored, you know, to be in this great company. You look at James Barker Band with a big win last night. I don't know if anybody celebrated harder than I did for them. You know, I'm really proud of the guys.
You know what I was going to say? I always say that for the last couple of years, the reggae category is the most stacked. Second is the country. What is it like knowing when you see these amazing Canadian artists all stacked in that one category, and literally you just don't know who could win, man, because it could be any of them.
Yeah, it really could go any way. And I had a really good conversation with our president and CEO, Alan Reed, about all of the categories and how strong they really are, from rap to pop to, of course, country, which is, you know, what I know. And at any given time, like, you look at how many tickets we can all sell, you look at how many hits we've all had on radio, you look at our accumulative body of work over the last year, you're right, it could go anywhere. And the best part about it is that the community and the family that is country music is so special, and I think it's stronger possibly than any other category, because we actually all support each other, and we all kind of don't care who wins. We just want to party with each other.
You know what I do care about is the journey that you've been having through your music. You've been doing a lot of amazing things, man. What is it like being able to release these? What do I call it? Do I call it a trilogy that's going on with your music?
Yeah, very much so. You know, the Compass Project and all the records that we put out this year was a huge undertaking, but something I'm incredibly proud of, especially being out here in Halifax, obviously the heart of the East Coast. I did the East album of my Compass Project, which was a singer-songwriter album, and that was inspired by Peggy's Cove. The first trip I took, as soon as COVID and all the mandates had all lifted, I went straight to Peggy's Cove as my very first flight, my very first place I wanted to see, and that was an inspiring moment that I'll never forget. That's, you know, created the East record.
Curious, man. What do you think of Beyonce's new album?
I think it's amazing. And here's the thing, country music is the greatest. I've said it all my life. And I love that Post Malone is going country, and Beyonce's going country, and of course they are, because we're the best.
There you go, man. Look, I know I got to let you go because they keep saying, you got to get on the bus, got to get on the bus. Congrats, man. Always good talking.
Thanks, Rudy. Great seeing you, buddy.
Always.
Yeah, lots of luck to you.
As always, you look amazing. I'm going to say congratulations on the nomination because, as I've said 1,000 times, you are in the hardest category. The reggae recording of the year is the toughest one because every person is a true all-star in that category.
So true, very true. I couldn't say it any better. We're all talented, and I celebrate Kirk's third win. He deserves it. He's very talented, and he's very humble, and he's a friend of mine, so I'm happy for him.
You know, Kirk was saying yesterday at the press room that when it comes to Canadian reggae music, it's tough right now because you folks, all of you in that category, really didn't have the mentors because they were gone. And now you are the ones that the young folks are looking towards as you're still trying to find your way. What is that like?
You know, I take it in stride, and I like to represent myself in a way that if I was watching myself, I would learn something from myself. So I'm happy to hear that people are looking to us because we are the ones that are the teachers and the learners at the same time. So it's a weird place to be, but it's a good place to be because at least we still have a, you know, industry, a reggae industry here, that's still growing and is still alive and well. Yeah.
Are we looking at new music in 2024?
You know it. I'm recording the new album, The Shift, and so it's my golden era. This is where it is. Yes, this is it. So that's coming out.
All right, I will let you go. I'll probably see you in the hotel. We're staying at the same hotel. Folks want to know. So I will probably see you in the lobby, or I'll see you at some party tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Rudy. Always
great talking to you guys, man. I feel like every time I talk to you, it's always going to be on the red carpet. I'm trying to remember, what was the last time we did? Was it last year or the year before?
This is actually our first time here.
No, but I know I talked to you guys on a red carpet. I'm just trying to remember where it was. I don't know if it was SoCan something. I don't.
You know what? Maybe it likely was probably SoCan. Probably SoCan.
It was SoCan. Yeah, because I'm just going, man, these guys are just blowing up. And of course, here, nominations. Congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
So much. How does it feel, man, with all of this happening and watching your careers grow the way it has? Because in a lot of ways, you know, we don't get duos like this anymore. It's fun to see old school becoming new school.
You know what? We're just two friends working as hard as we possibly can with a mission mission to raise everybody's vibration and make people smile. I think it needs to happen, especially in today's world. Not enough people are trying to make people smile, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, no, it's tough out there too, man. What about new music after all of this? What's going to be happening?
I mean, we just dropped an EP on Friday, Crashing Into Your Living Room Volume 1. After that, might see a couple more EPs, you never know.
Tons of music, and we're finally going to be getting on the road and playing some shows because we owe it to the people who support us to show up live and so they can really see what we're about.
All right, man, we got to see what's going to happen with you guys tonight. Congrats with everything that's happening. Have a great time. Hopefully I'll catch you guys at an after party.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
It's always a tradition for me that we always do a red carpet, man. How does it feel being back here and, as I could say and we could say, watching these youngins get their flowers?
Well, I think it's great. I can't believe that it was 18 years ago that the Junos were here. It doesn't seem like 18 years. But you know what? I think that as much as there is to discover, it's nice when it's all gathered in one place in an award show. I thought the performances last night at the gala were really, really good, and that's a good way for me to discover it. But it's anytime a bunch of musicians get together, it's going to be fun. It's not going to do any damage to anybody, so I'm always happy about it.
No, the other thing you should be happy about too, because it was last year at some point I interviewed your son for a new album.
Yes, right. Devin has a really good new album called Dear Jane. Really a step forward for him. I'm very impressed.
Now, you know, you're part of the family, the Hall of Fame. What do you think about this new inductee? It's taken a while, man, but they've opened up. It's almost like the Mafia. They opened up the books, and he's there. How does it feel, man?
I've always been a fan of Maestro. I met him years ago. I love the man. I think he's a really genuine, beautiful soul. It is a little embarrassing that it's taken this long for the Canadian music industry to recognize Wes. So every time they mention, oh, the first rap award, the first this, the first that, it's a little, I get a little cringe thinking this should have happened a long time ago. However, all that aside, he's so worthy. I'm glad he's on the broadcast, and people will get to see him and his big smile, and you know, just appreciate how much he's done.
Last question: what the hell happened to the Juno Cup? I haven't talked to Alan Reed about this yet, man. But what happened to the Juno Cup?
The Juno Cup just lost funding, and so we came and we had a hockey game. And the only thing I would say is that, I mean, I recognize, you know, things cost money. That there's nothing you can do about that. However, it was a way. It forged a lot of friendships among very different artists, people that would not have met. You know, when I was walking down the street the other day, and the road rolled down, and Asanabi said, "How you doing?" And I thought, I wouldn't know that man if it wasn't for the Juno Cup, and I'm happy that I do know him, and it forged a lot of friendships that I hope we're doing our best to replace it. It doesn't have to be the Juno Cup, but we'll replace it with something.
Fantastic. Look, I know I gotta let you go. Have a great time tonight. I know you got some shows tonight too for the after parties. Looking forward to it.
Okay, man. Take care, Rudy.
Attention.